not going to disagree with Suhail at all on the fact that the India alliance has struggled. Absolutely. I have personally been very vocal about it, that the Congress should have demonstrated greater leadership as the principal fulcrum of the party and made sure that they looked formidable to take on the BJP. The point I wish to make, because Mr. Modi has made statements about, India is going to become the third largest economy. He doesn't tell you the truth. He does so much of cherry picking, the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister must realize there are parameters like the per capita income, where India is at a miserable over 140 or 190 countries. Mr. Modi, it is not just about Mr. Ratan Tata or Mr. Abandi or Mr. Adani. India has people who are farmers, who are middle class, who are small businessmen, who are workers, who are entrepreneurs, who are students. Please take care of them. Stop thinking about in India 1%, by the 1%, for the 1%. And
Shehzad Poonawala countering you, Sanjay Jha. Sanjay Jha, you're almost talking as if all of these people came up only during the last 10 years and they didn't exist before that. But Shehzad Poonawala, respond.
Go ahead. And I have an answer on Balakot. I have an answer on Balakot because the statement on Balakot
since this panel has, Navika.
1 minute, Sanjay. No, Sanjay, wait for your turn. Shehzad is responding and then I'll come back.
I'm requesting you for just 5 seconds. Ajay Bisaria, the former Indian High Commissioner to Pakistan, and I'm quoting him, we have narratives but no proof on Balakot's success. I don't think you can blame the Congress for saying anything. These are coming from people who were there in Pakistan. He's the former Indian High Commissioner to Pakistan, for heaven's sake.
Shehzad.
May I continue, Navika, now, with your permission? Thank you. Navika, I am glad that we have Anand Ranganathan on this panel, and therefore with somebody who has all the facts on his hand. What was the per capita income of India in 2014 and what is the per capita of India today? It has doubled. What was the Gini coefficient of India in 2014? 0.47. And today the Gini coefficient, which measures income inequality, is 0.40. By any stretch of imagination, the inequality as per the Gini coefficient has decreased, the per capita has increased, the number of people paying taxes and the number of people who are paying taxes in the lowest bracket going to the above bracket by 35%, which means incomes have increased. 13.5 crore people have been taken out of poverty in last 5 years. Out of multi-dimensional poverty, 25 crore people have been taken out of poverty. And now tell me, is the country more poorer after 4 crore houses are built for poor? After 12 crore toilets are given to them, which results in saving of 70,000 rupees per annum? After Jan Aushadhi Kendras are established, which basically cuts down the cost of medicine by 100 to 200%. After 50 crore people get Ayushman Bharat cover of 5 lakh rupees, which means they don't have to spend a single rupee on health expenses if they have to go for tertiary care. So are people going to be poorer or less poorer? Anyways, that is not the discussion. The discussion today is that now they have come back to Balakot and they quoted some book. In that same book, what has been written about the return of wing commander? The fact of the matter is that Pakistan was scared to death and therefore they returned the wing commander. That narrative you don't want to believe. Well, and the fact of the matter is also this, that the armed forces of this country have come out and said surgical strike and Balakot airstrike achieve what was designed as the purpose, but they want to doubt the armed forces because for them undermining the manobel of armed forces and questioning armed forces because they want to question Modi has become part and parcel.
Absolutely. They did this before the previous elections. They're doing it now again. Talk of self-goals, and Anand Ranganathan, when you talk of self-goals, well, instead of getting an alliance together and instead of improving the alignment as the Prime Minister called it, they're once again on their self-goal trip. Is this how they're going to challenge Modi? Well, I don't know. You, the viewer, you, the voters of India, will be the judge. But clearly, Narendra Modi is pulling no punches. He's put the numbers from the floor of the parliament up there for everybody to watch. Now, is that arrogance or is that confidence? Well, people of India will decide. Thank you very much to all my panelists for joining me.